course, we're also definitely looking forward, it's been mentioned a couple of times, but really looking forward to the keynote on day one of the in-person ICC. It has been a highlight of every single year since the beginning, and I know that this year's not going to be any exception. What can you expect in this year's keynote? The speakers are the leadership team from our company: Steve Heckman, Colby Clegg, Kat Robinette, Travis Cox, Kevin, myself, and many more folks also be involved. So I think what you're going to see is us reflecting. It's the first time we've been in person in a while, reflecting a little bit on the amazing growth of you as a community, the positive impact that you've made over the years. I think we're also going to be discussing a little bit the growth and direction of the company as we look ahead to what's to come. I know that Doug talked about the theme being X and 10, the first 10 years of ICC, but we want to look forward to what's coming in the next 10 years too. We'll always, as we do, but we'll certainly spotlight Firebrand Award winners. We'll update you on the explosive growth of the ignition ecosystem this year, and really just kind of get together and celebrate 10 years of ICC. It'll be a lot of fun. We're planning on having a good time too. So I would say it's going to be a great keynote, but it's really not the only keynote at ICCX. This year, we've got the technical keynote and developer panel. We've had, developer panels at ICC before, and they've always been a really crowd favorite, but it seems to be evolving into something a bit new now. And I bet, Doug, you've been involved in all the discussions as this has evolved and something that's going on behind the scenes and developing still. Can you explain a little bit what we can expect to see and hear at this year's new technical keynote on day 2?
Absolutely. So the co-creators of Ignition, Colby Clegg and Carl Gould, have decided to expand the traditional developer panel that we usually do into a new format. So this year, attendees will be getting everything they loved about the classic format and then some. Colby and Carl will cover the recent progress of Ignition. They'll also look at the roadmap for the near future. And no spoilers right now, but I can assure everyone that there are some very exciting things ahead for Ignition's future. I also hear that Colby and Carl are going to get some help from a few software engineering all-stars. So I'd expect to get some deeper dives into Ignition security, user experience design, and Ignition deployments from some of the talented members of our software engineering team. After the presentation, there will be a Q&A session like we have done in the past. So attendees should come prepared with their best questions. This is really kind of the ultimate inside baseball event for Ignition fans. So you really owe it to yourself to get to the session in person if you can, and then definitely do it virtually if that's not possible. So it should be a great session this year.